Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're having a great day. Okay, quick tutorial to show you how I apply the brand new Magpie Dust Shelly over gel polish. So as you can see, I do have it on my hands at the moment and it is a very, very high shine, beautiful, beautiful finish. I don't have it on my middle finger of my left hand. I'm going to show you how I apply it. So I'm using as my base colour, Fanny Annie from Magpie Gel Colour, and I'm using the Don't Be Tacky top coat. Obviously I'm using Shelly, but what I'm actually doing is I'm going to be decanting a little bit into this pot because I use these sponges. This is just a foundation makeup applicator sort of sponge that you can get from the pharmacy or the chemist. Now the reason I use this is because it is much softer than an eyeshadow applicator and I find it applies the product to a smoother finish than an eyeshadow applicator. So that is what I use. I also burnish with my silicone tool, which I actually sell if anybody is interested in these. I do have these in my store. Another little handy trick that I learned from 10 Little Canvases is I use Bond-Aid. Now I'll explain as I go on. So it's just a bonding agent, but it helps to stop pigments lifting or peeling or chipping. So it's quite a handy little trick. So I'm going to be quiet and I'm going to show you how I apply it. I'm also using the new Magpie lamp. I've just got this off camera here, so it's super cool. I've been using it for a few days and I love it. So it's off camera to my right, so I'm going to get on with it and show you how I apply the pigment. Okay, now at this point, if you are like me and you have a slightly unsteady hand, what I do now is I go in with my clean-up brush and I go around the cuticle area and I remove any trace of top coat from my skin or just above where my colour is ending, because I don't want the pigment to stick to that area at all. So that is what I do, and then I cure. Okay, so that is just with the makeup sponge, and I'm just going to zoom in. All my other nails have been, I've used the silicone tool. So you can see there just the makeup sponge itself, rather than an eyeshadow applicator, has given it a super, super glassy finish. However, I'm not happy with that finish, so I'm going to now go over it with the silicone applicator as well. I'm going to just talk to you as I do it. So zoom back out. So the way I do this is I dip my applicator in and get a little bit more pigment, and then I rub it vigorously and I put quite a bit of pressure on. So apologies if I'm jigging around a little bit now, but that is what I'm doing to burnish it in a little bit more. So I think the table is probably going to be jigging, so apologies. Now I find this is such a nice way to get a super, super glassy finish. Also, when I do apply the sponge, I do rub it vigorously. I don't do it lightly. I put quite a bit of pressure on the nail. The one thing I would say though is do not overcure your top coat, because if you do, when you're doing this, you actually rub the pigment off. It just comes off and you're left with lumps of nail that doesn't have any colour on it at all. It just goes straight through to your colour coat. So I think that is about right. So now it is super, super glassy and I'm quite happy with that finish now. So now I'm going to go ahead and add my Bond-Aid and then I'm going to top coat. And I always top coat twice after anything that's added to the nail. If it's anything other than gel polish, I always top coat twice. Okay, so that is the Bond-Aid. Now, as I said, I got this little tip from 10 Little Canvases on her video. So all I am doing is I'm just going to apply this very lightly just around the free edge. So it's just a bonding agent that helps things stick. And I find when you apply this, you do not get any lifting or peeling. You can apply it over the whole nail, but I haven't found the need to do that. It doesn't dull the pigment too much. So once that's dry, that's when I go in with my top coat. So that's what I'm going to do next. It doesn't take long to dry, it's a few seconds. Okay, and that is it. So as you can see, it's super, super glassy. It is really pretty, and I've managed to keep my cuticle area reasonably clean. I've got a very unsteady hand, but that's my tip to keeping that area clean, just running around it with a bit of a moist brush dipped. I just use my little bit of isopropyl alcohol to clean the cuticle area. So that's my tips, and I have had these on for 4 or 5 days now, and there's no chipping, there's no lifting, there's no peeling. Nothing. So that is what I would recommend to keep your pigments on your nails. Okay guys, thank you very much for watching. If you've got any comments or questions, pop them in the comments box and I will get back to you. I'll link all the Magpie products that I used. Hit the like button or the thumbs up if you like the video, and please subscribe if you haven't. I will see you in the next video, and thank you very much for watching. Bye.